and welcome to your messages for the week. Today is Sunday, the 15th of May, 2022. Really powerful energies. Anyone that's sensitive to energies will be really feeling it, especially this weekend and the next few days, because we have not only the full moon, but we have this lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So it's all full on. So plenty of rest is needed, but also action in line with your dreams. We had that in Wednesday's, your midweek messages. It was all about feeling like you're not ready to realize your dreams, but being told you need to realize your dreams now, because the universe is dishing out miracles, and the universe is dishing out dreams, just so you know. So if you're not feeling it, then it's time to up your game, up the ante. What is going on? Dream bigger, and don't wait until you're ready, because the universe is actually dishing out more than you could ever dream about. So you've got to take that chance, or that risk, or that leap of faith, or whatever we call it, because it's absolutely glorious what I'm seeing around me and everywhere with the energies. So just get your dreams, like start taking action steps towards your dreams, because the universe is literally handing dreams out on a plate at the moment. But as I said, plenty of self-care as well. Oh, that one wanted to come out when I said self-care. That's always interesting, isn't it? Okay, anything else? Thank you. Oh, I love it when they're all positive and massive and powerful, and oh my goodness me. Anything else, or are we going to leave that at 4, 3, 4? Anything else? Oh, found another one. Okay, I think we're going to have a little bit of repetition from Wednesday's cards, but hey ho, that's going to happen, right? Because we're still in the energies. We're still in the energies. Oh my goodness me, we're still in the energies. I've got 6 now. I'm going to stop. You know what it's like. If I keep going, they keep going. Right, okay. So yeah, this is it's just so powerful again. So out of the 6, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards. Are you telling me that's not powerful? And one of the other 2 is a king. So the first one is the Hierophant. Now, for me, this is about being a spiritual teacher. It's about seeking a spiritual teacher, but also becoming a spiritual teacher. Or I like the word mentor, because it's less formal. Well, whichever word is less formal, that's the one I want to use, because for me, this is about seeking a mentor and becoming a mentor to others. And when I say a mentor, I don't mean like signing up to an expensive coaching program, although I'm not dissing coaching programs, okay, but I mean, like, it could be just reading a book that you're inspired to read. It could be watching a video that you're inspired to watch. But the main point, and it's coming out first, so this is telling me that we're all receiving spiritual lessons at this time. Okay, and it's about passing those lessons on. Again, doesn't have to be formally. It can be formally, you know, but all I'm saying is it doesn't have to be formally if that's not your way. Passing lessons, spiritual lessons on. A lot of people would use the phrase planting seeds, you know, just those little comments to people that let them know they're appreciated, or let them know there's another way, perhaps. Just comments to let people know that just to help them open up a little bit, to see a little bit more of the bigger picture, or even to show your spiritual growth, your rise in frequency, your expansion of consciousness. Or maybe it's better to be seen by others as just happier and healthier. Okay, happier and healthier, because when people see that you're happier and healthier, then they'll be inspired to follow in your footsteps a little bit more, or maybe to heed your advice or something like that. So that's what I mean when I say seek a mentor, be a mentor. But again, you're following your inspiration all the time, because you're going to be inspired, you're going to be drawn to the right mentor, whether that be a book, a video, a person, formally, informally. It could be a group, it could be an activity, it could be a yoga class, but you're going to be inspired to seek spiritual lessons. And you might be doing this on a subconscious level. You know, your human might not realize. Your human might just be going, oh, I fancy doing this. Oh, I fancy going to that class. Or, you know, I fancy reading this book. You know, it fell off the shelf, I'm going to read it. You might be just like that. And then you learn something, but your higher self has it all planned already, throwing books off the shelf to you. Apparently that's Archangel Raphael. He enjoys doing that. But anyway, so passing on what you've learned, that's what I want to say. Looking to consciously and actively expand your level of consciousness and to raise your frequency and to learn spiritual lessons, or lessons in awakening, as I call them. Of course, I have a whole series here on YouTube. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. I have a whole series here on YouTube called Lessons in Awakening. Maybe you're drawn to watch those. But either way, this is about learning spiritual lessons and passing them on to others in whichever way inspires you. Okay, so whichever way inspires you. And the next card is the King of Pentacles. Now, he's the most abundant. Pentacles is abundance, because this is where our abundance lies. Our abundance lies in the spiritual lessons, because it's the spiritual lessons that lead us on the healing path. And it's the healing that releases the lower densities from our energy fields, and releasing those lower densities raises our frequency. That expands our level of consciousness, and that's how we align with greater abundance. It's as simple as that. So spiritual lessons lead to greater abundance. And of course, when I say the word abundance, well, abundance means in everything. So it is including your health, your happiness, your love, and everything else. But Pentacles is very much financial as well. So there's definitely financial security. And I'm not going to say millions and millions of pounds, because I'm just, or dollars or euros or what have you. This is about having enough. What are you going to do if you have too much? You know, give it away, or, you know, so it isn't about accumulating millions as we thought it was, didn't we? This is about just the abundance of everything, joy, happiness, health, harmony, peace, all of those beautiful things. Financial security is there. So many people I'm seeing around me, myself included, have been downsizing, tiny living or what have you, and just realizing that less is more in all areas of life, not just physically, not just with material goods, but just sometimes even just the silence. Less can be more. Okay, less sound, less noise. Same just with emotions. Fewer emotions. Just keep love and peace. Love, peace, joy. We just need the three. We don't need all those other ones of fear and confusion and desperation and anxiety and grief and, oh my goodness, shame and guilt and all of those. No. Fewer. Okay, less is more. I'm getting that. Less is more abundance. It's like, what do we mean when we say abundance? Okay, we've always associated it with money, but now we're associating it with frequency. Shall we say frequency? We're associating it with health, happiness, and being in love with life, I want to say, because that's heaven on earth. This is my heaven on earth card, the Star. It's one of the most positive cards in the deck, emotionally fulfilling because of the water flowing, very spiritually guided. It's Aquarius, so it's the age of Aquarius. I always think it's this heaven on earth, bringing heaven to earth. What do I mean by that? I mean bringing fifth dimensional levels of consciousness to the physical world. Okay, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's about paradise and fertile lands, and we've got the 1 foot in the water. Now this came up on Wednesday with the Temperance card, but this has got 1 foot in the water, which is what we are we're there. I think this person is in heaven on earth, but that 1 foot maybe is still in that 3rd dimensional physical density. Okay, so sometimes we're still experiencing that. Or you might be the other way around. You might have most of yourself still in that density because you're still looking to make that leap of faith. Okay, in which case now is the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. And maybe you've just dipped your toe into heaven on earth and you've just realized that there's another way of living and giving and sharing and loving, I want to say. Maybe you've just realized that actually going to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, doing a job that you hate or a job that isn't satisfying you, that isn't emotionally fulfilling you, it's not serving you anymore. And perhaps something else is going to do better, even though you don't know where the money's going to come from, but maybe you have a passion project, maybe you just have the desire to write a book or to do something. And just a change, because sometimes we have to take that leap of faith, because when we take a leap of faith energetically, when you leap, the birds and anyone that's crazy to leap off cliffs in those flying suits or what have you, when you leap, there is actually an upthrust energy that comes and carries you, but you don't get that upthrust unless you leap. You have to leap first before you get that upthrust. That's why it's called a leap of faith. So leap. I want to say leap, because heaven on earth is already here. It's a choice. That's been said in many videos of mine before. And basically now is definitely a time in manifesting May. And if you haven't seen the video and the messages for the month of May, manifesting May, I'll put a link in the description and the video in the end screen for you. Here you are, weighing up your pentacles. It always comes back down to money, doesn't it? Or it could be time, resources, or energy. He is weighing up. Can I afford to do it? Can I afford to give up my job when I don't know where my next income is coming from? That's a big one. And I was in that situation. When I actually handed my notice in on the Monday to Friday 9 to 5 job, I didn't know how I was going to pay my mortgage. I honestly didn't know. And my house was on the market at the time. But 2 weeks after I handed my notice in, my house sold. So I no longer had a mortgage to pay. Okay, so I had situations that were, you know, fortunate like that, but that's how it works. That's how it works. The universe will bring you the fortune you need to carry out what you need to do. And to carry out, I'm having a sneak look ahead. This is your destiny. This is your birth chart. This is what you came here to do. Okay, it's written in the stars. You were written in the stars. Okay, so to do what you came here to do, the universe will always serve you. If you follow your heart, that's what you came here to do. So the universe will deliver. And at the moment in manifesting May, as I said before I pulled the cards, the universe is delivering dreams. It's literally delivering miracles and dreams to us. So on a silver platter. So he's weighing up. This is you weighing up. Have I got the time to do it? Have I got the money to do it? Am I ready? Have I got the guts to do it? Okay, and the answer is yes, you have to. And then you're going to say to me, but if the job comes down, then my income goes down, and then what if my relationship fails, and what if this happens, and what if that happens, and you know, what if I have to leave this big house and I'm downsizing and all of this? It's like, absolutely, look, tower moment. But we have to go through this tower moment. The tower has been coming up so much for everybody, all card readers at the moment, because that's what we've been going through in the last couple of years. Is everything coming down, because these people that are falling out of this tower, they were stuck in the tower. They didn't want to be in the tower, but they couldn't get out, and they couldn't see a way out. And if you don't take a leap of faith when the universe gives you the opportunity, the universe will push you off that cliff. If so you might as well jump, because the tower card only comes when you haven't made the move that your soul wants you to make. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So there is going to be a crumbling. Of course there's going to be a crumbling. There's going to be some discomfort. There's going to be a lot of discomfort. Hey, but you know why? Because you're leaving one dimension to move into another dimension. So there's going to be an upheaval, you know, I mean, whether you're moving house, changing relationships and what have you. And also, I want to say, because it came to me earlier on this week about all this creation and manifesting and all of this, but actually a lot of this is about uncreating. I really think so. A lot of this is about uncreating, physically, emotionally, mentally, uncreating the stuff that we have already created that we realize now isn't serving us. It wasn't in our highest good. It wasn't what we came here to do, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a job, whether it be an activity, whether it be living in a house or living in a certain area. I mean, whatever it is, it's about uncreating so that fresh can come in. Okay, so there is a lot of uncreation going on. And it's because these systems, this tower is uncreating, it's coming down, so demolishing. There's a lot of that going on, demolishing physical things because we're moving on, but you know, demolishing those lower frequency emotions, demolishing those limiting beliefs, just getting rid of it, you know, letting it go, letting it come down, because they weren't going to get out of that tower otherwise. They were in a rut, they were stuck in there. Okay, so now, yes, it's uncomfortable, but they're free. They have freedom. And when you have freedom and you're open to the universe, open your heart, and the affirmation, which is super powerful. So I should put a warning on affirmations, especially in manifesting May 2022, because the affirmation, I am ready and willing to allow my full potential. I am ready and willing to allow my full potential. I'm going to say it 3 times because I love saying things 3 times. I am ready and willing to allow my full potential. That's the one I've been saying, and whoa, my life changed. I had a lot of this going on, but also a lot of this. So many inspiring people around to learn from, absolutely feel in a state of abundance. Okay, regardless to what it looks like in my physical world, I feel abundant. It's about, we came here for a feeling experience, not to create a load of materialism in the physical world. We came here for a feeling experience. Okay, and I definitely feel abundant. And I can see heaven on earth is being created all around me. The community, people just following their hearts, people following their passions. It just makes me feel so inspired and just so in love with everything. So yeah, keep weighing it up. What shall I do next? Follow your heart. Okay, is there another leap of faith I can take? That's what he's doing. He's weighing it all up. He's trying to balance it out. Okay, but just remember what I said about having to take the leap of faith before you get that thrust, that up thrust, the energy that's going to carry you. Okay, it will carry you through the chaos and the disruption, but understand that this has to happen. How are they going to get out of the tower? How are you going to get out of the 3D density? If you stay in that job, or you stay in that relationship, or you stay in that activity, or you stay in that place that isn't serving you, then you're just staying in the 3rd dimensional density, aren't you? You're not going to be able to find the love of everything in life that you're looking for. And the last card is the Wheel of Fortune, which of course is my destiny. It's the destiny card. But this is about understanding what your soul wants you to do. And, you know, you could get a soul profile reading, obviously. You could get a birth chart reading, obviously. But if you didn't want to do either of that, you just close your eyes, take a deep breath, drop your attention into your heart, and ask yourself, what would you do if you had 17 million in the bank? Ask yourself, how do you want to spend your days? Just ask yourself in your heart, what is it you've been wanting to do forever? Just ask yourself, what would I love to do? How do I want to spend my time? Whatever it is, okay? Because you've got to understand that the inspiration that you have, the dreams that you have in your heart are yours. We don't all have the same dreams. I mean, we might all want to create heaven on earth, but our version of heaven on earth is going to be different for everyone, because our reality is a reflection of who we are. So our heaven on earth is all going to be as unique as we are. But collectively, you know, we can create a collective heaven on earth. But it starts with you tuning into your heart, taking time out, asking yourself, what is it I really want? And if there's something that you've always wanted to do and you've spent your whole life saying one day, one day, one day, that day is here, that day is now, it's time to do it. Wow. If you want some confirmation that you're going in the right direction. Book an energy reading. I'll put a link in the description, because sometimes, I mean, with the energy readings, to be honest, I never tell people anything they don't already know, of course, because on some level, it's just that our humans have this, you know, we have this doubt. We start doubting ourselves, and our human has this density of, and has this fear and anxiety, and has the programmed mind, doesn't it? But our higher self always knows the best path. So if you want your best path confirmed or anything, then get in touch and we'll have a reading. So that's your cards for the week. So very, very powerful time. Very powerful time. Enjoy. Lots of love. See you in the next video. Bye for now.